Hello, it's me again. Now I'm gonna try to explain better in, for example, what I try to create. I'm training some development techniques, which is design patterns, specifically with using PHP. This one specifically I'm using is a template method, which I'm using the case of imagine like you have a budget and you, based on your budget, you get discounts, and you have multiple types of I have a class, for example, in the budget, which I have just value and quantity, and then based on the budget I have multiple types of discounts. Then I have quantity discount. If I have more than 5, for example, I have, I don't know, 20%. If I have, in this specific case, if I have more than 5, I have 20%, otherwise 0. The other type of discounts I have is if is more than certain value, for example in this case 500, I would have 10% discount, otherwise 0. But then the way to create this, do this development, do this implementation in the best way scenario, in my opinion, is using this technique, which is a template pattern or method or whatever. So I have this class which have a static method, which is calculate, which I pass the budget. When I pass the budget, I created a test, so I do it based on a test. Yeah, this one is to ignore right now because it's not being used. I have the budget, which the budget have 600 whatever, 4 in quantity. So I executed the class calculate discount, calculate method, and pass the budget. So I get through here, and then the budget would come with 604 as a quantity. And so I execute in chain. Why I do that? Because when I create this class, I can pass the next one as in the constructor. So which is the next is I want first by quantity and then by value. I execute first, I pass first the quantity class and I pass the value discount as an argument, which would be the next. And as this one doesn't have any, would finish here. So would give back the discount, the quantity in discount. If it's 100 whatever, gonna be in 10% discount, gonna be 10. So should return 10. In this case, should be 60, because as far as I know, where is the test? 600, so gonna be by value. Is more than, so not gonna be by quantity in this case. So value would be 10%. So yes, from 600, 10% is 60. So okay, then I get to this class. I created the abstract class discount because I have some common methods, so to be reusable and be a bit smarter and to don't repeat code, I create the abstract class discount. So here I have the class, gonna be the next one if I pass in the constructor, which here I can pass by null. If I don't pass any next discount class, gonna be new. So and here is the calculate one that is executed always. Whenever I get to this one, for example in the first case, come back to the beginning. At the beginning, for example in the task, I get to this class, execute calculate, which would be calculate, gonna execute here. So I get the budget, I execute the calculate discount of this specific case, which is the quantity, because here is just it's just kind of a contract, abstract method, so saying I need to have this one with this parameter and return this type. Then, which first is quantity, so I'm gonna execute this. If doesn't reach the end, doesn't get absolutely any discount, I'm gonna go to if I don't get any discount or don't have next, not gonna get here. If it's 0, then I'm gonna get to here. And if don't have, if I have next discount class and is equal to 0, then get here to try to get another discount. In this case, the next, as I pass in the parameter here, where is it? As I pass the parameter here, this one gonna be the next. See, I pass here, so the value discount gonna be the next discount, which is this one. So here is the class executing calculate, which in the end is this one. So I'm gonna jump back to this one and try to get another discount. If happen to get the discount, return the discount. Otherwise, return 0 wherever it is, because here is the end, because it doesn't have a, in this case would not get here because of the, doesn't have the new. So actually forget what I said. In the, whenever you get to here, here is the value, I'm gonna add here, so the discount, I'm gonna execute here the value, so I'm gonna get is more than 500, yes it is, so I'm gonna return 60. On this case 60, so it's different, it is 0, no, and also is, so in this case it's not different than new, because so I'm gonna get here this and return the 60, and that's it. To prove that this works, I created a test, in here should return 60. So I put it as 6. Where is it? Okay, looks like that doesn't work. Okay, let's put this bigger. 60. True. Ta-da. See you soon. Bye bye.